I had quite a laugh today at the expense of the service station attendant. He was attempting to scrape the bird droppings off my windshield, and I never let on that they were on the inside. I said, fill her up. The guy said, regular? I said, no, like this. It's nice to be here in Chicago. I was in the library. The guy's very rude. I said, I'd like a card. He says, you have to prove you're a citizen of Chicago. So I stabbed him. And he gave it to me. Keep your seats. You know, I didn't know what to wear, actually, and my mom said, Emo, why don't you wear your grandfather's tuxedo? So I grabbed a shovel and digging, and anyway, I still live at home with my family. It's nice, you know. The other day, I was reminded of when I was a kid. And remember one day, I'll never forget, I was about 5 years old and I was playing one day and I saw the cellar door open just a crack. Now my parents had warned me, Emo, don't go near the cellar door. But I had to see what was on the other side. So I took a deep breath and I pushed the door and I walked through and I saw strange, wonderful things I had never seen before, like trees and grass and clouds and the sun and flowers. Oh, it was wonderful. Memories. Yeah, I had a nice childhood. I couldn't even cross the street after that without my family getting all excited and placing bets. I'd be in my backyard minding my own business, yet the kids would call me names like Puke Face and Neo-Calvinist, and I'd run after them. But lucky for them, the chain would snap my neck back, and they would escape. Remember, I had a very close relationship with this other child. I was his imaginary friend. And I remember once in school, I was sent to the principal and he said, Emo, you have to go to the psychologist. I said, why? So he showed me the petition. And I go, and you hand me that, Hot Mama? Thank you, Hot Mama. You know, I go to the psychologist. He said, Emo, I want you to say the first word that pops into your mind. House. I said, security. He said, love. I said, affection. He says, mother. I said, love. He said, son. I said, life. He said, baby. I said, renewal. He said, well, Emo, there's nothing wrong with your head. I said, guillotine. Well, he says, and you want to know how tricky those guys are? He said, I want you to have this chocolate Easter bunny. So I ate it, and I see him writing something down. I said, wait a second, was that a test? He says, yes. I said, what does it mean? He said, well, had you eaten the ears first, you would have been normal. Had you eaten the feet first, you would have had an inferiority complex. Had you eaten the tail first, you would have had latent homosexual tendencies. And had you eaten the breasts first, you would have had a latent Oedipal complex. I said, well, go on. What does it mean when you bite out the eyes and scream, stop staring at me? And says it shows you the tendency towards self-destruction. I said, what do you recommend? He said, go for it. So, I don't know. Yeah. I had a nice childhood. Remember in high school I had fun. I got beat up all the time. The principal said he couldn't stop the beatings, but he arranged for me to get gym credit for them. Yeah, that was nice. I remember when I went to college, my dad said, "How are you going to college? I guess you're going to think you're smarter than your old man, huh?" I said, "I don't know. I mean, who is he?" Well, I was in the ROTC program. I used to ditch all the time. Once I'm walking through campus, in fact, and my professor sees me and said, "Emo, it's been 6 weeks since I've seen you in camouflage class." I said, "I'm getting good." I always wanted to be in this fraternity. You know what they said? They said, "If you want to be in our fraternity, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., you have to stand outside the cafeteria naked, begging for people to spit on you." I said, "Well, forget it. I'm not doing it an hour early." I don't know. Who needs that balloon? Anyway, you know, a lot of you are probably worried that I'll reproduce. Well, so am I, because I just had my first taste of babysitting the other day. My sister had this baby, you know. She's very proud of the baby. We can have company over. She'll be in front of everyone with her breast out feeding him cereal or whatever. But the other day, I'm babysitting him. She had to go to a carnival to look for the father. So, pushing him through the park, and he's crying, "Ooh," you know, because I forgot the stroller. And I take him home, and I'm trying to rinse out his diaper in the toilet. Do you ever rinse out a baby's diaper in the toilet? I accidentally let go of his foot, and he's spinning around, you know. And I'm trying to get him out with the plunger, you know, because you can't use Drano, because that will hurt a child, you know, and he disappears, you know, and I thought, now I'm going to get it. And just then I hear crying from downstairs, and I run downstairs, and he's come out of the first floor toilet, all safe and sound, and I pick him up, and just then my sister comes home. I said, "Hey, I want to show you a trick." So we had a good time.